Hey folks, Jim Thomas here, Fitness Management and Consulting. I appreciate you being here at the channel today. And for those of you who have not yet done so, please hit that subscribe button. I appreciate it. And if you find the information that I provide beneficial, please hit that like button as well. Now, our topic for you today, it's common challenges faced by gym sales managers. Common challenges faced by gym sales managers. So if you're a gym sales manager, if you aspire to be one, or maybe if you supervise a gym sales manager, take a look at some of these things, and if we can address some of these things, perhaps we can improve your business starting today. So number one, finding the right people. Finding the right people. Always a challenge and always a frustration for many salespeople, because when you get that churn over and over and over, it starts to wear you out. And so some of the tips I would give you on finding the right people is, number one, always be looking. Always be looking. Okay? I like to interview a person every single day. Okay? I want to talk to somebody every single day about opportunities that I have. That's number one. I'm always looking. I'm not just looking when I need somebody. Because if I do it then, I have a tendency maybe just to fill a slot. Number two, when it comes to finding the right people, I'm looking for who they are, not what they know. I'm not looking for, tell me what you've sold before. I don't necessarily care about that, because we can train that. We can teach that. I'm looking for attitude. I'm looking for work ethic. I'm looking for someone who's coachable. I'm looking for someone who's got big goals. I'm looking for someone, who wants to be a part of this. Okay, and so look for that. And then the third thing I might throw in there, if I'm asking someone, hey, yes, send over a resume. Yeah, I'd love to learn more about what you're looking for, but send me over a 30-second video on why you're the best person for the job. Okay, why do I do that? Well, A, I want to see if they'll do it, because A, I want to know if they're willing to follow directions. You'd be surprised how often we'll ask someone, hey, send over a 30-second video, and they'll come back and say, well, hey, is it okay if we just do a Zoom call instead? Well, the answer is no, okay? Because what I'm trying to find out is, can you and will you follow directions? Because when we get in the club and I ask you to get referrals, I don't want you to give me other options, because here's how we're going to do things, okay? So finding the right people, number one. Number two, training and coaching our sales reps. Okay, it's a challenge, and I think it's a challenge because A, we don't commit to it, and so we want to commit to training. And so what I always suggest, pick one day a week. Tuesday at 11, we're going to hold a 1-hour training class, and then every day we're going to train on something. Okay, and what I would do is take what you're best at and let's just start there. Okay, but what I like to do when I get a training class together, particularly if I've got a brand new group, maybe it's someone I've never met before, I don't really know what their strengths and weaknesses are. I don't necessarily know the culture, that organization. Okay, so what I will do, I'll go around the room. Okay, we're talking about personal sales from where you're at right now. Tell me what's working well and what's not. And I'll have each person talk about that. And as they do, I will comment on what's working well. I'll comment, yeah, here's what I like, or hey, try this, or what's not working well. Okay, I understand. And let's see, maybe we can try this. But I'm also going to want other folks in the room to comment. And just as a quick side note, when I do that, there's no negativity allowed in any meeting. If we have anything that's negative, that's all going to be addressed one-on-one. But I want to hear what other people have to say. I want to get their feedback, because I want to be able to help this person, okay? Because ultimately, when I'm doing a training class, whoever attended, I want them to leave that meeting feeling better than when they came in. So training and coaching your reps, have a strategy for it. Train once a week, do it every day. Every day is maybe 5, 10, 15 minutes of role play, and then have your agenda on the other times. And one more thing I would add on, because this training can be problematic for some folks, is grab yourself an article, one that you like. Okay, I mean, you can check out, go to our website, you can go to fmconsulting.net, and lots of articles there. You can use one of those and have them read it. Everybody gets to read a paragraph and then comment about that paragraph, and then go around the room and get other opinions and comments about it and how we can relate it to our situation. So there's a lot of things we can do. If you as a manager find this challenging, or you're just not sure, those are some different ways and different strategies you can do it. The other thing, use this YouTube channel. Play a video. Okay, now talk about it. What'd you like? What you didn't like? Okay, what's working well, what's not, relative to what I'm talking about. Use this channel for that. Number 3, finding compensation solutions. Okay, depending on where you're at and kind of maybe what your authority is on this, maybe you have some authority, maybe you don't, but finding proper compensation solutions. So here's the thing about compensation. From where I sit, I don't like to see fixed compensation or guaranteed compensation. I don't like it to be so high that a person can live on it. Because if the guarantee is high enough they can live on it, a lot of times it'll take away that motivation from that salesperson. I like to be at somewhat below that level. Okay, and then I like to see a commission plan that is graduated. First 15 sales, next 15 sales, next 15 sales, and onward and so forth. So that the more you make, the more sales you make, the more money you make. It's graduated, going up. Okay, that's what we have found really that works best. Okay, now I like to see bonuses. Maybe we're doing weekend bonuses, or we hit certain levels. I love the bonus opportunity, and I always like to have a sales contest. Okay, I always like to have a sales contest, and so have a compensation program that does that. Folks that I talk to a lot of clubs, and we do sales training with a lot of clubs that it's hourly folks that are getting paid hourly, and they're not really paid a bonus to sell. And it's the same spirit's not quite there, because most folks feel it's customary to receive additional compensation for that. So have some small compensation as far as a guarantee, and then I would call it a robust commission plan. Reward them, because when you think about your gym, we talk about, hey, what makes you different? What's your differentiation? You want the same thing when it comes to compensation. I'm more apt to go to work for a company where I have a bigger upside than someone where I don't have that upside. Okay, that's what you're looking for. Number 4, keeping your team motivated. Challenges of gym sales managers, keeping the team motivated. The best thing I can tell you on this is catch people doing something right. Thank them. Hey, I heard you on that phone call. Great job. Hey, I heard you talking to that person on that complaint. Excellent job on that. Hey, thanks for using that marketing logbook like we talked about. Okay. Hey, thank you for that sale. Hey, great job on getting referrals. Make sure it's sincere. Okay, it's not it's not syrupy kind of thing. Make sure it's sincere and real. But catch people doing something right. Okay, train them. To me, when we catch people doing something right, and we're training them, this is what does it. This is what creates that atmosphere. Okay, being organized yourself. Following that process, putting people in a position to be successful. Don't let them make that call. You're creating this. They're simply implementing it. Okay, so we get that attitude, motivation going, and you're going to have quite an organization going all of a sudden. Number 5, maintaining consistency. One of the big challenges. And so when it comes to consistency, here's what I see, is that, hey, we're excited, we're motivated, lots of enthusiasm, and hey, when things are going well, it's easy to have that, right? Okay, and sometimes that motivation, that enthusiasm can wane, but this is where we have to stay disciplined to the process. It's just like your members. Sometimes they're motivated to come in and work out, sometimes they're not. When you're not, stay disciplined. You got to come in and do it. Same thing here. Stay disciplined to it. Okay? Stay consistent with what we're trying to do. But also continue training. Understand. We want to maintain consistency. Let's understand why we didn't make that sale. Let's understand why this didn't happen. Let's continue to train. Okay, but discipline is going to be the key here, and this falls on that gym manager to do that. It's kind of like inspect what you expect. Okay, if you expect certain things to be done, make sure we're following up and we're inspecting each one of them to keep our staff on track, whether it be daily productivity reports, whatever it is. Because here's what I know to be true: if we have a winning attitude and we follow the process, we're going to have success. It can be that simple, okay? And that'll help you maintain that consistency. And then number 6, as far as challenges faced by gym salespeople is aligning with the marketing department. Aligning with the marketing department, aligning with whoever is doing the marketing for you. And we want to get on the same page, but here's the reality for this, and the advice I would give to sales managers. Maybe you can't get aligned in a sense, okay? But you can in this sense. What we want to learn to do is play the hand we're dealt. Learn to play the hand you're dealt. It's no different than if you played poker, right? You're sitting at a poker table and you got a terrible hand, but I'm confident that many of you have won with a bad hand because you played it. You played the hand you were dealt and you won. It's the same thing here. Play the hand you're dealt. Maybe you're running a 10 visit for $10 special. Okay, not always the easiest sale. Okay, because I want to try it out. We've added a whole new element of this. Or 2 free weeks. Everyone gets 2 free weeks. Okay, these are things that can build high volume, high traffic into your facility, which is really what you want. But not everybody likes it because they're more challenging, to get signed up. But let's play the hand we're dealt. So what if when they come in, we give them what I call a love at first sight certificate. And Mary, this is our love at first sight certificate, Mary. This is good for your 10 visits for $10. Here's how it's going to work. We're going to disposition that. And then also, Mary, this certificate may be redeemed for $100 off our joining fee. And Mary, I'll explain more about that later. And so now I'm using that love at first sight certificate as a way to create some urgency to potentially go ahead and buy today. Okay, so we want to learn to play the hand we're dealt. Yes, we'd like to align with our marketing department. Sometimes you can, sometimes you're not going to agree, but learn to play the hand you're dealt. What we want to do, we are in the solutions business. You're in the solutions business. Come up with a solution to get that result that you're looking for. So common challenges faced by gym sales managers. Take a look at them. Do any of these, you see yourself in any of these, okay? What can we do to change some of these to improve our business? So folks, again, my name is Jim Thomas. I appreciate you being here at the channel today. If you found the information beneficial, please hit that like button, and I look forward to seeing you all in that next video.